Welcome back, people. We got another new video for you guys here again today. This is Fishing Planet. So if you're level 83 and you're able to get into the ocean map and you want to go fish there, when you hit level 83 you can purchase this rod. Now this rod, you can buy a Nile chaser, but I quite like this rod, so I'm going to show you this setup, what we've got here today. So Torii dyer. Oh no. So first off, we go into the shop and we have to purchase that rod. So we're going to do that, saltwater casting rods, and you can actually purchase this when you're level 82. So you can purchase that, get that one, and then add that into your slot here. For example, we're going to remove it and we're going to put it all back on. So I'm going to move it to my home storage for a minute. Okay, and now we're going to apply it. So if I brought that rod, it should automatically be here. If all my rod slots are full, you take your rod off by unequipping it. I'm pretty sure you'd know that at this level by now. I'm pretty sure you would. I'm very sure you would, or at least I'd hope you would. Okay, so that rod that we just brought is right here. So I'm going to quickly repair it. And then we get that rod, put it on there. And now we need a reel to match it. Now, in my backpack, the reel would have moved to there, which as you can see, is a 97 pound. So that's a 11,000. So we go to the shop, we go to reels, and then saltwater cast reels, that's what it is. You can purchase that one at level 82 as well. Once you purchase that, equip it. And then the line that I had on there was actually stronger line, which was this line right here, 159 pounds. Now I had that because it's part of the DLC, but we're showing you everything that is nothing to do with the DLC, just in case you didn't buy the DLC. So what line are we going to go? We go to the shop, and then we go to mono. I think at level 83, there's level 83. We can purchase this one here, but we can also purchase it as 1,000. So level 83, after that, these are all level 83, which you could purchase this one here, which is £187, but again, I got that for free, part of the DLC. That is very expensive, 795 bait coins, wouldn't recommend it. So level 85 is where you can buy the better line. I can actually buy that now. I'm not going to, because I'm showing you for level 83. So we're going to purchase this one here, £99 line. That's 1,000 yards. We're going to get 2 of those, so we've got a backup. Always have a backup. And then here, look at that, 3,200. We drop it over there, and we can have on there up to 964. That is a little bit scary because I don't like to have below 1,000, but we have to do that because we're level 83, or pretending to be. And then we need to get ourselves a lure from the shop. This one I got for free, but if we go into the shop and we go to lures, and then we're going to have a look at level 83 what we can purchase. 84, so 83 you can purchase that one there, which I highly recommend that one, but that one you do have to use bait coins, 193 bait coins. I don't think you can purchase it with cash. I don't think you can. No, you can't. Okay. The only time you can purchase that with cash is, I'm guessing, when you're a higher level. This one here you can purchase when you're level 90, and then you've got other ones here that you can purchase. Again, you've got to be a higher level, so we're going to have to go with the level 83, 86. So level 83, you could purchase that. If you've got the bait coins, I recommend it. If you don't have the bait coins, then the next best option is going to have to be, let's have a look, see what we got. A plug. A plug will work. That's an 8-aught hook as well. That will work. These will work as well. That's a small hook though. 6. They're bait coins as well. Have a look, see what else we got here. 3-aught. It's kind of tricky to pick because the hooks are quite small. You want a big hook equals big fish. Now the plugs, I'm sure they're going to sink. But you know what? We're going to go with this one here. I've already got that in my backpack, but we're going to, for the demonstration, we'll purchase it again. And then that will go into my backpack. Really, I would probably say to use a trolling octopus and to use squid chain like this. You can use that, a 7/0, and you can get a squid 6/4. If you can get that in pink, do it. If you can't and you're level 83, and then you're going to have to use the plug that we just purchased. So that was there, the 8/0. Let's put that on. Everything turns green. Now we're ready to go. We don't need to even bother with a leader. Now it does say it's heavy, it can break your rod, but that's okay, we're going with it. So now we're going to travel over into the ocean map, and we're going to try this rod and reel out. Now I have used this before to test it, like using the DLC line, but now we're using everything from level 83. So we're going to go into a private room just for this one real quick, just so that way we don't get people commenting and stuff, and I don't have to keep an eye on it. We're family friendly. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've shown many hotspots of this place. We've done the missions as well, and all of them videos we have in a playlist of Just Fishing Planet. Nearly 1,000 videos we're getting close to on there. We played this game for 8.5 years, well, over 8.5 years at this point. So I'm going to pull out my map, and we have quite a few options of where to go. I'm going to go here. Actually, before I do, let me just check the peak time for the morning. Okay, peak time, 5 AM. That's perfect. Okay, so if we pull out our map again, of course you can always look at these coordinates for different fish. This is a good spot to troll between here and here, and here's a good spot. Now I've shown many videos on trolling, so if you're stuck, look at the videos, but you're going to see it here as well. So we're going to fast travel to our buoy. This gets us here a lot quicker. And if we pull out, no, wrong button. If we pull out our map here, just to show you the coordinates again. And we're going to troll this line. Now we can't see lines here, but when we're on the boat, we start it up and we change to the map view. There's all these lines. These lines carry a lot of fish. So let's drop down to here. Here's our rod. We're going to cast it out. I normally cast around about 80 foot. That went well over 80 foot. So I'm going to bring this one to about 70 foot instead of 80, because I don't have too much line on that one. So, oh, we turned our boat off. So we turn our boat on. We get to around about 8% of our boat. If from boat to boat it can vary different, so if it's different, then the best thing to do is to just troll around about 6 knots, 6 to 7 knots at a push. If you troll around about 6 to 7 knots, that works very well. If we zoom out, you can see the map more, but then when we zoom in, is what we're going to be doing is following them lines all the way up. That will get us some fish. Now I get a bit of speed, so we get to about 6 knots, drop it to about 8% on the engine. It gets me around about 6 knots, and we're on already. Look at that quick. Perfect, that worked out. Now we're going to see, okay, we can take the drag up to that one, so we're one away. If we do it up to the top, we will take damage on the reel, so of course don't take it up to the top, leave it one away. But that's the strongest that we can get, and that, if we can I'm trying to get the line up more to show you that we can max it out. So there's maxed out on the reel, and there's maxed out on the rod and the line. So we can max out like that without snapping off, without breaking, without damaging. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but I'm just trying to show you. Now this rod does work in this place. The DLC rod works a lot better, of course, and when you get to level 90 and you can buy the better rod. And then of course that rod will work very well or better than this one. It can be done with this, but it's just going to be time consuming. If you're catching unique marlin or the big tuna, you know, if you're going for unique tuna, it is going to take you a short minute to reel in. It normally takes me to reel in a fish at 589 pound. It took me about 25 to 30 minutes with the DLC rod. So with this rod, I'm guessing you're looking at around about 35 to 40 minutes. That's me being realistic. It might not, you never know, but that's what I'm guessing, because the rod is not as strong. The DLC rod is like a £160 rod setup, I think. This one is only £100, but it does the job. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it'll do the job. And you're catching fish that you've never caught before as well. This map looks absolutely beautiful. Look at it. The only one thing I say it in most videos, I wish that the waves, it does get a bit rough out here sometimes, and you see the waves like the white foam coming on top. You see a lot of seahorses, which means the white foam from waves. It does look really good. The only thing I wish that they did have was waves hitting up on the boat and sometimes it splashes your screen a little bit, you know, with the water. I do wish they added that. Maybe they might in time, who knows. But other than that, they've done an amazing job with this. What a really beautiful map to fish. And especially if you don't have money to buy this, some people do not spend a penny on Fishing Planet at all. I always buy the DLCs because I want to get those updates out there to you guys fast. I'm showing you hot spots. Always fish hot spots again if you're fishing in this place. I'm guessing you're level 83, that's why you're watching this video. But if you're not, and you're new to Fishing Planet and you're thinking about coming to this place, using the DLC rod does work better. But if you're new to it, you know, it's going to take you time to learn things. Always fish hot spots. Hot spots are where fish are located. You can cast anywhere. The chances of catching a fish are very slim. But if you fish in a proper hotspot, you'll catch fish every 4 to 5 minutes real time, sometimes less than that. That wasn't even 4 or 5 minutes before we even hooked that on from where we start. Look where we started, right there. We didn't even get that far and we hooked up a fish already. And that's with this plug 8/0. Now, if I used a smaller hook than an 8/0, of course the fish isn't going to be as big. So if you don't want to fight it as long, get a smaller hook, you'll get smaller fish. I've gone for this 8/0 because that's level 83. I don't know if this is going to end up despooling. I'm kind of nervous a little bit. I don't like having below 1,000 foot of line, especially with a rod that's only £100 when I've been using a DLC rod. This rod feels very different to the DLC rod, I tell you. It's so different. I don't know if we're going to despool on this one. I really don't know. It's looking like that could be the way it's going to go. I just can't seem to get it back at the minute. Come on. Now, some people don't like my style of fishing, but that's just the way I fish. You don't have to fish like this. You can do very small movements if you prefer, but I'm just trying to wear this fish down. That's why I'm kind of just moving different directions. I don't think I'm going to though, it just keeps running. Now that's a unique marlin on there. If it is, or even if it's a trophy, it's going to put up a really good fight on a £100 rod setup. You know, you're catching fish at 3, 4, 500 £500 fish on a £100 setup. It is definitely going to take a short minute, but we're going to stick with it. We might end up despooling, which would be the first in a long time. I haven't despooled. I don't even know the last time I despooled. But we might be alright. Let's see. Okay, now let's try over this way a little bit. No, that's definitely ripping more line. In a minute it'll come belting towards me. That's normally what happens. There you go. Always keep an eye on that tension. Then bars go down too much, you'll have more chance of losing the fish like that than what you can despooling. It'll come charging towards me. And then when it does, you have to keep your finger on strike and reel at the same time. Kind of move left and right as well. So you keep as much tension there. At this point, I've got to be honest, it doesn't look like we're getting it in. But it's just going to take time. It's going to keep trying to run. And it is going to keep trying to come blasting towards me as well. Try it up. Sometimes that works better. It's alright for you guys. I gotta fight this one out. You guys can just skip forward and find out whether I've done it or not. Unless you actually want to watch the fight, then I feel like I'm getting it closer by doing that. Little short pumps. I mean, that's what you see a lot of other fishermen do, didn't you? They do that when it's a really big fish. They keep doing short pumps. Yeah, it's definitely coming closer. That's working. Well, at least it was. Yeah, there you go. $300 No, it tried coming towards me. Keep them bars up. Oh wow, that was so good. That was so good there that I striked at that point. The bars went down to nothing. Whew. That's one thing they do on it. They do dart all over the place. They run from you like crazy, and they run to you like crazy. It's alright them running. It's more when they come towards you that you got to be more concerned about. Let's do the short little pumps again. No, just trying to run at the minute. Sometimes you're better off just holding it like that and just let it run. Just let it do it. Then when it stops, it's when you can go back to the striking. Ooh. So as you can see, you can definitely do it with this rod. You definitely can. You can also do it with a Nile chaser, but it's just going to take a bit longer. Just got to have a bit of patience, or keep fighting it like the way I am. This is going to wear it down. Ooh, that was so close. Oh my gosh. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. You get a lot more slack on this map, and that's because the fish move so quick. When they run, it's not too bad. It's when they come towards you at high speed, you don't know. You can always keep your very close eye on it. That's the closest we had it in, 70 foot. Sometimes when you get it near the boat, you can get it to literally 10 foot, and then when you get it to 10 foot, it can dart out to about 210 foot, and I'm not kidding, as you can see now. We had it at 70 foot, now it's near 150, or just over. This time it's gone down deep rather than going out the way. Come on. We always have to catch something with the rod that we're using, just for the demonstration, so that way you can see. There's no edits at all in this video. However long it takes me to bring this fish in, however big the fish is, that's how long it's going to take you guys as well. There's no cuts, there's no edits, and we do that so that way you kind of see whether it's worth purchasing it beforehand, or you might have purchased it and you can't get the drag right, and your line keeps breaking or something keeps breaking. If you set it up the way I have, it'll work. 33 foot, 31 foot, 28, 25, oh nearly. We have to get it to about 7 foot, 6 foot I think it is, before we can grab it. Going for another run. Just trying to go down deep. Trying to flick it up. Those short pumps. Oh. I normally point the rod down when it gets close, so that way you'll know when he goes to grab it. Come on. 16. You really have got a pump. Oh, I saw it. I think that's Pacific tuna, bluefin. I think it is. There's no way you could get this in without keep doing this. Foot. This is taking the biscuit a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Come on now. Come on. The line keeps getting cranky. 10 foot. There we go. Oh, that took a short minute. Okay, it's not a bluefin tuna, but it is a big eye tuna, and look at that. That is not bad. 216 pound fish. Well, 216 and a half, just over. 16,565 XP and 31,846 cash. That is pretty decent. That's 216 pound fish. So yeah, you can catch some of those unis on this rod, but it's just going to take a little bit of time, and that goes to show it right there. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Is it worth purchasing it? Yes, it is, if you do not have the DLC. Keep an eye out for more videos to come. Hotspots, tips and tricks, missions, and all the new updates on Fishing Planet. 8.5 years I've played this, and I plan to play it for another 8.5. And more. We catch you people again soon for some more funny games. I'm out. Peace.